speed, it's the foot action to cause the inertia. What they're not seeing, A, is the rotation of the foot, as well as the opposing of the two forces, right? So if I'm a ballerina, I'm not standing there like a peg and spinning. So I'm pumping it, right? Well, it's the same thing with karate. So excuse me, I don't do karate with my shoes on. Okay, with that, I'll just take them off. So I'm used to it barefoot. See, again, I change my floor. All of my practice kind of goes down the window.
Yeah.
So now here, right? So see here, now, am I going to kick you like this? Am I going to kick this person? Or am I going to go in the back? So I'm in a neutral. You don't know. So if I suddenly go up and kick and come down or something like that, then I can do that. But I also should be able to kick here and come back out again, right? So, and the more complex I try it, but I should be able to do it just as much on this side. So that's why I like karate. But see, already I can tell my balance is different, and it's always different because this isn't my standing leg, and this isn't my best kick. However, I still can hurt you, but I know, again, I have a deficit to the left side versus the right. But if you're only doing baseball or soccer, then you've got already now a bilateral lack of information. You know, I had a guy who played professional or retired. He's like, this was my money shot, and this was my high school. Because he was right-handed in everything except for his pitch, and he was left-handed pitcher. But again, the way they balance, the way they set it up, it's all the synchronization, and they do it really well. But that's where most human beings don't play with the weaknesses as well as the strength. They'll go for the strength. But a baby, again, doesn't have that psychology. So babies like... So, where did all my toys go? Where's the box of toys? Oh, behind you. So if I'm here, Holly, I'm going on the table. So if I'm here, right? So baby is not going to be like up here looking, right? The baby will be here because they bring it into them. And they're also, so they're like little pandas. Now they're learning the proportions here, knee to knee, knee to elbow, that kind of thing. They're getting feedback. So when they go down and around, this is bad. Same thing. They should be countering. But if it also falls to a point, then it's out of sight. Because I'm going to go to my balance. But I'm also a baby, and then it's like, ooh, light, ooh, joy, you know what I mean? And it doesn't necessarily, it's not going to focus, because right now it's going to look like, but all these stimuli, depth perception, synapses are all happening. It's not looking out of sight, out of mind. This ball doesn't exist. Now, eventually, they'll get here, and that might be enough of a stimuli. They still haven't figured out how to control to actually come over here, hold this. This is a complex act that babies actually do to get the ball. What they might start doing is like, you know, and the parent will be going, here, here, here. No, you didn't get it. Now, again, they're just reacting. You know, and that's enough play for them. That's why Sophia and the beads, and she was having a grand old time. But she was still manipulating. She was looking at them. She was looking at you now. She was looking at you. She was going out, and she was rolling around. They were a part of her. So she actually was doing quite well. But again, she's 7 months. Now, if she learns how to sit up and do it, even great. But at least she's already very complex with her fine motor skills, even though her gross motor skills aren't there. But you know what? I'll take the fine motor skills right now over long term, because I know now she'll be able to write really well. She'll be very creative. She has a long attention span. She's very visual. She has a lot of good characteristics of a human being at 7 months that I can see and appreciate. Versus, oh, I see you, this is gone. She never did that. You know, because they can only handle this. She can handle lots of kids if they're like this. This is gone. So now they're like, because this is stuck. So that's not a good one. Or if I pick up 2, then the little just drop the 1. But she went in and she was actually doing this. That was really a good move. She had her arms up over her shoulder and had the beads spread out. But she can go in and out of it. She wasn't like she was stuck. That's another thing. You'll see a kid like this. This is 18R where they're stuck. And then they'll start grabbing their hair almost to like pull their head over. You know, they shouldn't be, they shouldn't be doing stuff like that. Or like this. That's a really smart baby, but doing it really badly. I know enough to pull on my pants, or, you know what I mean? But we have a girl in our class, she's in her 20s, and she realized she still pulls on her pants, which I think have broken that habit. So, again, this neutral, out of sight. But you should always see this counter happen. But you're not going to see if I'm same like this, that's when you'll start seeing. And what this is it's bringing me back to my back. Same, I'm going to fall one way or the other. See the head there? I'm not falling. But now I might be stuck because of the blanket. You know what I mean? So now I might have to, and then if I'm really starting, then I'll go. I can't even breathe, so I don't know how the baby's breathing. So.
Grunty.
But if you used to sit there, just that alone, and rotate my head, that's what I'll show you too. So now come here. Give me all the strength you can. Okay, now bring your arm out and just contract, right? And go against me. But now if I rotate, go down. I take your power away.
Yeah.
The contraction automatically releases.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So do it to me. See? Just like if I were attacking you and grabbing you this, if you pull away from me, just pull, see?
Yeah.
You can't do it. Rotate out, now the other way. See?
Yeah.
Takes you right out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're touching with rotation, you're automatically taking the power away from the system, so the system can just respond to your touch.
Oh, now that's an interesting thought. Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I've
same thing
definitely
though, when
seen
I
that
punch,
with the- Yeah.
I'm gonna punch with this. If I'm punching like this, I'm not hurting you. So you wanna do that with me? So, okay, so contract, yes, right? So try and fight me, right? But if I rotate you, see how you can't hold the contraction, it's impossible. So same thing too now, now pull, you try and get out of my grip, right? And that's what you'll see a lot of kids do, especially with the autism, where they'll go, and they're not even pulling. Now rotate out, no, see, you just come right out of my thumb.
Is that judo? That's all the judo principles?
Anything with martial arts.
Yeah.
However, martial arts just shows, again, when I rotate, I have more extension. If I don't rotate, I can't even hit her.
Right.
But especially if I step out, look at how much, when I rotate, how much more real estate I have to go after her. Same thing with my kicks. If I just do this, swipe kick, versus, right? I already have that much more leverage that I can go after her. So that's where, so if she was attacking me, right, for me to just go blocking, I can get, even though she's tall, I can get up underneath her arm and center punch her versus here going, you know what I mean? With her long arm, she would have decked me already. Even if she doesn't know what she's doing, you know what I mean? So one of the things I've also learned is how do I deal with my size. How do I fight a guy who's 6'4" as well as these little guys? I call them little chihuahuas. You can just kick them and they come back for more. It's like, when are you gonna learn? But yeah, they're just like the little dog nipping at your ankles and you just want to go, stop.